got my PS5. I got it right here. We did the birthing today. It was very intimate, chat. It was a hard birth. I had to cut some things. We had to get rid of the afterbirth, chat, the placenta. It's all over the place. Hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video, and I wanted to let you know not only do I create content in my YouTube channel here, Class in a Glass, but I'm also on Twitch where I play single-player games, multiplayer games. I do movie reviews, cartoon reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Also, it would be a big help if you can check out my Patreon, where you can gain access to audio commentaries, reactions, and the ability to submit questions for my podcasts and videocasts. And all that content can be found in the links below. In the meantime, enjoy the video. We got to go ahead and move on to some of these Patreon questions, chat. Let's see what we have. This is Class in a Glass cast for your ass, where I give you that sass, after all. So let's go ahead and see what kind of questions we have. We already got some questions coming in. Right the last minute, I just saw someone post something. Someone just sent it at this moment. Literally a minute ago. Just saw this come in, chat. But we're going to go ahead and start with some questions given to me by Thomas Leaf. Ace Rock, chat. You know him as Ace Rock in the chat. He is also the father of Caillou from Caillou Ninja News, chat. I'm drinking out of his mug as we speak. It's very good. Delivering you that honest reporting, chat. So, this is Thomas Lee. He provided 5 questions, chat. We got a lot of good questions from Thomas. So we got 5 from him. We're going to go with question number 1 first, chat. This is it. Is Boba Fett better served as a recurring character on The Mandalorian, or should he just be left to that one brief moment so that we know he's alive and out there, but unclear as to what he's up to? Well, I'll tell you right now, man. The fact that they introduced him, I feel like they're obligated to reconnect with him once again. I think the big problem with Boba Fett over the years has been, especially when it comes to the films. Because, you know, add some materials we'll get into in just a second. But in the films, he's pretty much just a tertiary background character. You know, his function at the minimum is kind of just to propel the plot forward. That's his main function, chat, in Empire to Jedi, is that he takes Han Solo from Cloud City to Tatooine to Jabba the Hutt. That's the most he does in the entire original trilogy, chat. And it's like, people love this character. They loved him initially, chat, and this is, me being honest, because he looked cool. He's a cool-looking character. He got that cool armor. It looked like he had a cool backstory, but we didn't know anything about him. George Lucas did not capitalize on any of that popularity and kind of just wrote him off as this, you know, a second-rate bad guy that, like, he's not important in the story. But now, chat, because of ancillary materials, whether it be the comics, the books, the video games, Boba Fett has had an interesting backstory. Even before, like, the prequels came out, chat, writers and comic book writers, they kind of pitched him as a man with no name type of figure, Chad. A Clint Eastwood gunslinger, if you will, always out in kind of the outer rim, the lawless part of the galaxy, which was very interesting. That's why I always liked him, Chad. I liked his function in certain books and series, whether it be his own trilogy of books, The Mandalorian. I think it was just called the Boba Fett trilogy. Oh, no, Mandalorian Armor trilogy. The Han Solo books, he was great in as a supporting character, Chad, both friend and foe to Han Solo. It's very interesting how they kind of wrote him that way. And now you finally have, he's here, he's confirmed. So spoilers, chat, spoilers. Boba Fett's alive. He's alive. He's been on Tatooine since the events of Return of the Jedi, chat. He escaped the Pit of Carkoon, the Sarlacc pit, if you will, chat. Also called the Pit of Carkoon on Tatooine. And so now you have this unique opportunity to do something with him, and I think you should absolutely take it. Because I'll tell you right now, like the Mandalorian show, what the Mandalorian does is pretty similar to what Boba Fett does in all the comics and the books and things. He goes off on these ventures looking for targets, runs into different characters. Sometimes he appears to be more of a bad guy than a good guy. Other times he's more of a good guy than a bad guy, and I kind of like that. He's very great. He's a very great character in the Star Wars universe, especially in the books and comics. And because of that, you have a unique opportunity to do something cool with him, and I hope they execute it. I really do hope they do, because that's been the biggest complaint. It's a complaint that's warranted by people who only are aware of the movies, that Boba Fett's a nothing character. Now you can turn him into something, and I think now's the opportunity to do so. And I hope they do a decent job expanding his story arc like they did with Darth Maul. Exactly, because that's great. That's a great comparison, Victor Necrofrog. Thank you. So Darth Maul, chat. Certainly, he did more than Boba Fett he did in the original trilogy. But Darth Maul killed End of Phantom Menace, and he's just gone. And you had other people in there, even George Lucas, he says he regrets killing Darth Maul. But then you had people like Dave Filoni and his crew, and they resurrected the character, chat, and they did amazing things with him. So many great things in the Star Wars: The Clone Wars and Rebels, and they completed his story, chat. I loved it, especially this last season. What they did with him was great. So if they could, goddamn right, I'm a nerd, Darkslayer, goddamn right. And if they could do to Boba Fett what they did with Darth Maul, then wow, that would be amazing. She had Darth Maul, like he looked cool and he had a double laser, that's it. He aesthetically looked cool, just like Boba Fett. But because people like Dave Filoni, who worked with him, turned him into something really unique and just kind of just. I always look at kind of Darth Maul, and it's going to sound negative, chat, but he's almost like this pathetic character where he was raised in hatred, chat, by Palpatine and cast aside, and he's just struggling to get back on top, and he'll kill and maim anyone that gets in his way. And it's very interesting, chat. He's a very kind of sad character, too, especially by the time we get to him in Rebels, chat. He's like, his last thing that he just wants in life is just vengeance. The person who he blames for setting him on the path that he's on in Rebels, chat, which is Obi-Wan Kenobi. So if they could do the same thing with Boba Fett, I am all for it. I'm all for it, chat. Use the Star Wars money to start a Vietnamese franchise. Boba's Boba. Goddamn right. Sam Witwer's Sam Witwer does a fantastic job voicing Darth Maul. I loved his voice. He did such. Again, look up Darth Maul, like Star Wars: The Clone Wars or Rebels, and you're gonna see some really great Star Wars content. So to answer your question, Thomas Leaf, yes, I hope he's featured throughout The Mandalorian as a strong secondary supporting character. And hey, maybe you could do new things with him in other properties, chat. Not just here, but maybe in another animated series he plays a role, or spin-off series. But yeah, do something with him here. You have a unique opportunity. Act on it. Act on it. Don't fuck it up again. Don't fuck it up again. So yes, I want him to be featured. What about you guys? What are your feelings on Boba Fett? I'm hearing some general, like, yeah, let's do something with him. I'm worried that they only had him in there to tease a spin-off theory and that he may not actually come back to the Mandalorian anytime soon. I mean, I'd be disappointed if that's the case. I hope not. But I could see that. I mean, I could see that happening, but I hope they do something with him. Yeah. Use the stars. Oh, gotcha. But I feel like Darth Maul should have been consistent throughout the prequels. I agree. I'm right there with you, Produce Graphics. He should have been kind of like the Darth Vader-esque character in those movies, the villain. I mean, he should have been the one or two of the main bad guys. He got replaced with Count Dooku. It was not as cool. Count Dooku is not as cool as Darth Maul. Yeah, he's getting a series, I believe. Boba Fett. I mean, that's awesome. That's true. Very cool. Vanispheres, Vanny, welcome to the stream. Did I missed the unbox. You missed the birthing. I should have called it the PS5 birthing. It was quite good, Vanny. Highly recommend checking out the VOD, man. It was very intimate. It was a hard birth, but we got through. We all got through it together. We did it. Good to see you, Van. Just answering some questions right now. And one question was asked by Thomas Leaf if Boba Fett should be featured as a secondary character in Mandalorian. I said yes, because you have the opportunity to tell many unique stories of him. And it was brought up by another person, kind of in the same way that what they did with Darth Maul. You know, he was kind of a character that was kind of wasted, but they brought him back, and they did great things with him. Some quality Star Wars content. So absolutely, chat. Bring back, have Darth Maul featured. Jose, welcome to the stream. Read my name and point me to them. Big Dick Daddy, Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're here, man. You made your presence known. Dang, it didn't come with a controller cord, right? Because mine didn't. No, mine did. Mine came with a controller cord, yeah. No, the one that you plug into the thing. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. Vanny, I'm sorry. Yeah, mine came with that. So I'm able to charge my controller. That sucks, though, dude. That's really, that's terrible. Ben, they can make a spin-off about Boba and other bounty hunters from the Clone Wars. That would be cool. There was a story about Boba. That's right, in Season 7, but it was cut later. There was footage. But, yeah, there was unrendered footage. I've seen that before. Deals with him and Cad Bane and things. That would be interesting to do. I would like that. I like that. Good idea, Ben. Should use Count Dooku as the power behind Maul and General Grievous. That would have been cool. And then but then there's even a bigger power behind Count Dooku. Larry Miguel, I have proof of concept for my Boba Fett spin-off series. Show it to me. Send it to me, man. I'll read it. Debo Jr., welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing very well. Just answering questions on my Patreon. Just did my PlayStation 5 birthing, as I call it. But, chat, very good question from Thomas Leaf. Inspired a lot of conversation. This is his next question, chat. What is the least hyped PS5 game you're looking to get your juicy little paws in? Well, the least hyped? But the thing is, I can only think of stuff that I am excited to play right now, chat. Like I said, Spider-Man Miles Morales this Friday. Tune in. Demon Soul is gonna be the next big game, chat. After that, probably Cyberpunk. So I can only think of the ones at the forefront of my mind that I'm looking forward to playing. If I had to pick least favorite, I mean, I'll eventually play Watch Dogs Legion, but that's not high on my things I want to play. Not high on my list. I'm gonna play Assassin's Creed Valhalla before that one. I'm probably on the PS5. So yeah, I guess I had to pick one. Probably Watch Dogs Legion. Like I've heard kind of good things about it. It's like it's a good game. It's a good game, but it's nothing to rave about. Nothing to go like, oh, this is the game of the year. But that'd probably be my answer. But the ones I'm most excited for right now, champ, for the PS5, definitely Miles Morales, goddamn Demon Souls, and Cyberpunk. Those are the first three. And of course, I'm looking forward to Call of Duty as well. A lot of stuff. You did, Debo. I'm sorry you did, but the VOD is worth it, man. Watch the VOD. Very, very good. Oh, you found it. Oh, very good. I'm glad you found it, Vanny. Very nice, very nice. Darkslayer. Still hate that he replaced Boba's voice in the special edition. Oh, no, me too. I'm right there with you. But that's just the way it is. Godfall. See, I'm not going to play Godfall. It's not my kind of game. But good answer, though, Theed, man. Very good answer, Eddie. What about you guys? What is the one you're not, I mean, you're going to get, but you're not super excited about? Maybe you're unsure. Anything on the top of your head? Album, it's only 7 hours long. Well, I'm the kind of guy that's not like, that says video game length is the end-all be-all. Like, I don't mind if the game is short if you give me, like, a really good experience. You know, I didn't expect when they announced this, because it came out way too soon after the original Spider-Man game, that they're, like, now they're gonna do another full-length, just as long Spider-Man game. Like, listen, if the story's great, if the side missions are really fun, which looks like they are, I'm all for it, then, I'm gonna give it a chance. I wasn't expecting, like, a full-length Spider-Man game. I guess it comes in with your expectations. Yeah, I mean, I don't always need to play a 50-plus hour video game to get a fulfilling experience. But, to each their own. A lot of people do like that. A lot of people want to play just long games, and they feel like if a game is short, then it's not worth their money. I mean, that's, it's, I guess that is very subjective feeling, what you want from your games. But I don't mind short titles. That's why I don't mind playing indie titles. But, to each their own. Playability is my big factor. Fair enough, Darkslayer. Yeah, then, I mean, for replayability, I know that's why a lot of first-person shooters do so well, especially Call of Duty, because there's so much value with that. The game I'm playing right now, chat, Crash Bandicoot, there's so much replayability with that game. I could totally see it. I enjoy it, but, I'm not like, oh, it's game of the year, but a lot of people that is because of the content, how it looks, and everything. So I get you. I mean, I'm still excited, Mr. Urban. Cool. No, but I understand where you're coming from. Some of your streams are longer than the campaign. That's true. That's true. They are. Well, the story campaign, I believe. So I guess the main story campaign is about 7 to 8 hours long. So I'm not going to complete it in one stream. I'll tell you that, because I'm going to be just exploring the city, doing side quests. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. Bug Snacks is interesting, but nothing exciting. Yeah, I mean, maybe that'll be my other answer. So I guess Bug Snacks and Watchdog Legion to answer Thomas Leaf's question, Ace Rock's question. So we'll go ahead and move on to his third. Oh, no! I exit out of my questions. Hold on, Shep. I accidentally pressed X, and I didn't mean to press X, and I bamboozled myself. Bamboozled myself already, chat. My apologies. Hold on. Jesus Christ. I'm so fucking unprofessional, chat. Stop watching me right now. Just stop watching me. I don't deserve to be watched. All right, chat. Here we go. Nailed it. Got it. I got it back. Come back. Watch me again. Victor Decker, I just want Cyberpunk to come out already. Same. Seriously, I still throw on Halo Reach and Halo 4 now and then, because so much value for them. I get you, man. I get you. Here we go, chat. Here we go. Okay. So this is third question, chat. 3 of 5. If there were to be a Mass Effect series, I imagine TV series he's saying here, would you want to see them do the original games, and do they go femshep or maleshep? Honestly, man, I really don't want them to do a film, a cinematic, or a television adaptation of Mass Effect, because everyone's Mass Effect journey is very different from each other. It's like, for me, I mean, I played both as a maleshep and femshep. I did all the different variations, but, like, for me, like, my male shepherd, just picked the red ending, destroyed the Reapers. My shepherd, romance Tali Zora. But I know not everyone shepherd did those things. Everyone shepherd did something different. Everyone made different choices. So when it comes to, like, a very story-heavy RPG like that, it's hard to do, like, a straight adaptation of those games. So if you were to do it, maybe it'll be better to do a different story that takes place in the universe. I think that'd be a little bit better. Maybe hint at stuff with Shepard. I think that'd be fine. But for me, I would not want a straight adaptation of those games. There's some games where I'm like, hey, I'm all for adapting things, video games, to whether it be movies or animated shows. We had some that to great success, Joe, of Castlevania, Detective Pikachu. I know people really like Sonic was better than I thought it could ever be. So I would not want that for Mass Effect. That's one's really close to me. So I would say no, but if you were going to do it, then definitely do like a side story or maybe some place that takes place after the Reapers and Shepard's time is over. That would be better for me. Dark Side, I'd like to see the first contact war adapt. That would be fine. I think that would be good. Like with Anderson and things and Saren, that would be interesting to see. Yeah, stuff that doesn't cover the Shepard events, I'm all for. That would be good. Mass Effect drama the movie? No! No, Edman, no. But they're welcome if you don't know anything about Mass Effect. No problem at all. I'm going to tell you the entire history of Mass Effect when I play those games, when I played this Legendary Edition. Troy, the only way they could do it similar to Black Mirror and Bandersnatch and make it a mystery instead of a full... Oh, like, choose your own adventure kind of thing. Yeah, maybe you can do it that way. Vanny sent you a couple messages on Discord when you accepted my request. That cool, or prefer I don't do that. Wasn't to respect you, bro. Oh no, you're good. You're good. I apologize. I just haven't looked at those messages yet. So my apologies, Vanny. I'll look at those later though. Definitely. Cancel. We need an apology video for what? What did I do? What did I apologize for? I didn't apologize for nothing. I apologize for nothing, chat. Tired Faces TV series. Oh, why you hurt me, guys? So yeah, I think a contact war, stuff that doesn't pertain to Shepard, I'd be all for adapting for Mass Effect. That would be good. All right, chat. This is Ace Rocks, Thomas Leaf's fourth question. Chat, his penultimate question. Here's for his final. He says, Gundam ? Ever seen Gundam Iron Blood Orphans? Gundam Unicorn? If you haven't, you should. So I have seen probably episodes of Gundam like on Toonami way back in the day. You know, when you had Tom, you had fucking Steve Blum introducing this shit, but I don't know anything about Gundam. Yeah, that was one of those animes that I just didn't watch. You know, I caught bits and pieces, here and there on television, chat on Toonami, like I said, but very unfamiliar with it. I played some of the games, like at a friend's house, and I never really liked how they could try. I know they're huge. A lot of people love those games, but I was like, it's kind of clunky to me. But no, I'm very unfamiliar with Gundam. I know the robot. I know what the main robot looks like. Thank you. Who was that person who was very generous, chat, with their follow? Functioning Drunk. I love your name. You and me, you and I have a lot in common. I love that. Functioning Drunk. Great name. Great name. There's a lot of good Gundam series out there. Yeah, Unicorn I've seen. I'm more Macross myself. Macross. Gotcha. Saying things. You're saying words I don't understand. AC Valhalla is interesting for lore. I'm excited for Limit. I'm going to play Assassin's Creed Valhalla. People have been raving about that, saying it's one of the best Assassin's Creed game of all time. Kind of renews interest in the franchise. They put it up there with the Ezio, the first two Ezio games. 2 and Brotherhood, and even I'll throw Revelations in there. I know people that's the weakest, but I'll throw that Ezio trilogy and Black Flag. So sounds good to me. KC, yo, Chris, happy Thursday, absolutely, man. Did you get the pre-order of the PS5 today? Did I get my pre-order, baby? I got my PS5. I got it right here. We did the birthing today. It was very intimate, chat. It was a hard birth. I had to cut some things. We had to get rid of the afterbirth, chat. The placenta, it's all over the place. Placenta's it's all over the place, chat. But my baby boy's here. It's good, chat. Please do check out the VOD, chat, for the birthing of the PS5. It was quite humorous, in my opinion. Very humorous. Oh, it's hefty. It's very hefty, chat. Oh, my God. Oh, Nick, on Double Dosid's account. Thank you. What is up? Let me go ahead and read Nick's comment right here. The backbones of the DT community, I like to say, chat. Nick here. Going to be doing a stream soon. A hype for Black Ops. Oh, nice, man. Very, very cool. I'll be playing Black Ops. Maybe we can fucking sync up and play Black Ops together, chat, on stream. Let's do that, Nick. We can do that. That'd be fun. Multiplayer shenanigans. Little bit of a shared stream right there. That'd be really, really cool. But yeah, nice, man. I'll be playing Miles Morales first, but then maybe if the multiplayer stuff, I'll get on Black Ops. Very good, very good. Well, happy to have you here, man. As I always say, chat, Nick Diaz, one of the backbones of the DT community. Make sure that the goddamn wheels don't fall off the goddamn car. Love it, man. Welcome. Ooh, Mobile Suit Gundam, the 08th Memes team is a good place to start since it's a mini-series and you don't really need to know too much going. Gotcha. Some of your location, punk, that's mine. No, Debo, no! I'll fight you, Debo. Chris, what's your new baby's name? Kaiba. Yeah, it's Kaiba because it looks like Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh! Has the pop collar and everything, chat. Yeah, man, let's do it, Nick. Yeah, I'll let you know. Once I download Call of Duty Black Ops, get a lot of people in here, play the Blops today with each other, chat. It'll be great. Because if you're Irish, what's your favorite Campbell's soup and everyone? I'm good with the tomato. I'm good with the tomato and the French onion. I'm all about that. Brightburn, welcome to the stream. We're doing very well. Zombie Chris. Yeah, we can do zombies. They'll take like 5.5 hours, but I'll try it. That'll be try it. Code geese is a great. I've heard that word geese before, so That's good. Little baby Seto Kaiba. Exactly. Thank you, Purple Canary. Yeah, the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Exactly. That's what I was telling, man. I know my Yu-Gi-Oh! Heart of the Cards, all that shit, yeah. You're a third-rate duelist of a fourth-rate deck. That's what he used to say. That's right. You nailed it, man. So that was Ace Rock's question. I'm unfamiliar with Gundam, but you guys are coming up with some very good examples of where to start with the series. So there you go. So those are interested, go ahead and check those out, chat. Sadly, I'm just at that point right now in my life where if it's not for content creation or something where I could do watch parties of, or it's hard for me to watch it. It's difficult, chat, but maybe something in the future, chat. Maybe something in the future. I'm going to take a brief drink, chat, because I'm thirsty. Burthen's thirsty work. Okay, this is Ace Rock, Thomas Leaves' final question here, chat. What's your weekly workout regimen? Favorite exercise? Kettlebells, barbells, steroids? All the steroids, man. It's a fucking cocktail I put in myself. No, what I do a lot. I do a lot of weights. So I have basically these 10, 15-pound barbells. I do reps every other day because you don't want to do them every single day, chat. I'm not trying to do them every single day. Maybe I'll take even 2 days break before that. I do those reps, chat. Nothing too complicated. I do a lot of cardio. I just want to get a little lean and meaner, chat. So I do like about a half hour of weightlifting, chat. And then after that, I do cardio. Usually I jog for about an hour. So keeping it relatively simple, chat. Usually my workout regimen's about 1.5 hours. So not much more than that. I usually do it in the mornings, chat. After I eat a little breakfast, feel pretty good. So yeah, that's my typical workout regimen. It's not super involved or anything. Just enough where it makes me feel good, and I'm not just feeling sore all goddamn day. I was sore at first, chat, because I was doing those reps. That'll hurt your arms after you look like a fucking vampire. You're like that, but. No, very, very simple. So I do a lot of reps every other day, and I do cardio every single day. Usually jog for about an hour. Yes. I show my perfect physique. Oh, let me show you. Yes. Very good. Very good. Here's you saying I have 5 to 10 weights, and I run about 2.5 miles every day. Yeah, man. That's good. That's good. That's how I do it. That's how I do it. Look at these fucking guns. Now, I'm not trying to be like a bodybuilder or anything, chat. I'm just trying to live healthy, been eating better more than ever. Now that I have the time, I can finally do these workouts, chat. And because also I'm sitting down so much of the day, chat. I mean, at least for the 7.5 hours I sit down here typically for my streams, but also when I'm editing. So, got to get out there, got to get some sun, chat. Got to work out a little bit, got to get moving. So, I do a lot of that. Deadlifts, I'm not deadlifting no 2 tons, no. Gotta see those juicy moves. Gotta see the moves, chat. The moves. I'm gonna get one of those giant yoga balls, chat, like those pregnant women use to get everything moving and grooving. Yeah, definitely. So someday, chat, someday. But yeah, very simple workout. And my diet, I'll go briefly with my diet. Typically, a lot of chicken, pork chops, chat. That's typically what I eat. A lot of black beans. Mixed veggies, chat, Brussels sprouts. That's big on broccoli. Those are the primary veggies I eat. I do eat fruit, mostly oranges, apples, and grapes. I have a lot of those, chat. Sometimes I get bananas. I'm always like, I want fruit that lasts a little bit longer, chat. And bananas, they go quick. So usually I get bananas. Like, okay, I'm eating these I have cut down on carbs, chat, so I don't eat that many breads anymore. Mostly it's just a lot of veg and protein. I do have rice. There. That's sometimes I have like things on like a little bed of rice, chat. Jasmine rice. Not in every single meal, but in some meals that I prepare, I do that. But mostly, yeah. I add various spices, onions and all that thing, garlic. I use a lot of garlic and things. So trying to just work out, chat, and eat a little healthier. Pretty much. I mean, in terms of like cheat meals, because you can't deprive yourself of everything, chat. So maybe every Saturday or something, I'll get like a pizza or something, or a Whataburger, chat. I've talked about that. Getting my Hatch Green Chili Bacon Burgers, which are very good, or my pizza pies from my favorite pizza place here in San Marcos. So you gotta do that, But it's good. It's good. Debo, what music do I work out to? The silence. I work out to the silence. No, I'll tell you right now. I listen to scores. I listen to video game scores and film scores. Those get you fucking pumped. Chat, if you listen to fucking Duel of the Fates while you're jogging, you can do fucking anything, baby. You can do anything. It's like, I'll fucking go in there and avenge you, Master Qui-Gon. I can take down Darth Maul anytime. Thank you. Oh, let me go ahead and thank this individual, chat. Mr. Badass. It will make you like a Mr. Badass. Times 700. Thank you so much for the follow. No, if you can fucking listen to goddamn Duel of the Fates while jogging, chat, or lifting, we're like, ah! All about the bump, 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 all that shit. All that shit, chat. Bumpa, 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 bumpa. All that. It's like, yeah! Oh, man, thank you. Oh, it was awesome. Thank you to the host. As I always say, guys, the host means a lot to me. Help spread the word of the Rev Knights. Thank you, good sir. And Darkster are coming in with the 5 base sex with Dream Warriors. Oh, god damn. Dream Warriors. Maybe tonight you'll be gone. Hell yeah, man. All about that. Oh, my God. Good stuff, chat. Zoodaz, welcome to stream. Bananas for days. Yeah, bananas are good. I don't eat them too. I need to get the potassium sometimes, so I gotta get the potassium. Oh, shit. But Mr. Badass, again, welcome to stream. Jesus loves me. Yay! I'm glad he loves me. Thank God. Push it to the limit. Oh, that's a great song. There's so many great workout songs, chat. Very good. Working out to those Zimmer horns. Hell yeah, man. I can see that. Definitely. Blah. It's like, oh, just to escape it. But that is the end of Thomas Leaf's questions, chat. We can now move on to some additional questions that I have. We still got some. I got about 40 minutes left here, chat. So very good, very good. So now we can move on to Elliot Hobbs' questions, chat. I know he hasn't been in the stream that often, but because he's busy with school and work, chat. So, but hey, thank you for being an amazing subscriber, Elliot. Really do appreciate that. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for submitting these questions here. So he has 2 questions right here, chat. His first question, scariest horror movies of the 2000s. Now, this is interesting. Because I think the 2000s, so we're talking about like the 2000, not the 2010s yet, the 2000s. So from 2000 to, let's say, 2009. We'll say that. Honestly, for me, like, that was kind of a weak period of horror films. There were some good ones. There definitely were some good ones, chat, but that decade was dominated by a subgenre, which I'm not a very big fan of. That was the kind of the big torture porn era for a lot of people. That was, the Saws, if you ever, everyone was trying to be Saw, chat, the Hostels and things like that. Wasn't great. Now, there are some exceptions. There were some good ones, chat. One immediately comes to mind because it was kind of a horror film we don't often see during that time period. Usually there was always relegated like the Sci-Fi Channel, direct-to-video, but this one was quite good. And you might know what I'm talking about. The Descent. I thought The Descent was great, Chad. It's a creature feature from like 2006, 2007. And where it follows these spelunkers, chat, these group of women, these friends. I think they go like to Virginia or West Virginia because I guess there in that region in the United States, a lot of good place to spelunk, Chad. Cave diving, if you will. Cave diving. Not using the term spelunking. And they go ahead and do cave diving, chat, and they realize, oh shit, there are these subterranean vampiric mole creatures that live under there, and they eat everything. And so it's a really good, violent, gory creature feature, chat. The performances are very good. The special effects are great. A lot of practical effects, chat. So the one that always comes to mind when I think of 2000s horror films that I enjoy, The Descent, I highly, highly recommend. That one was really fun. The death at the beginning is hilarious. But what's the death at the beginning? Is that the one that gets her fucking throat ripped out? I mean, it's been so long. I mean, I don't remember all the deaths in the film. I just remember people get fucked up in that movie. Now, they did do a sequel to Descent 2, which is not good. I don't recommend seeing that. But the first one, I like it. It's claustrophobic, exactly. Plays on different types of fears. I think that was one of the best ones. I agree. I'm right there with you, Brownie. That one was Debo. I miss Skyrim. I'll be doing I gotta go back to Skyrim someday to do finish the Dragonborn DLC. But Descent is the one that immediately comes to mind. Anyone else have any others from the 2000s that were like, oh, that's one you should definitely check out? Wreck, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, the found footage. That's true because of the Blair Witch Project, excuse me. That really popularized a lot of found footage movies. So Wreck is definitely one. That's a good one. I would also, if we're going to throw it in there, Chad, I guess it's kind of more action-y, but Cloverfield. I'll put the original Cloverfield in there too. Yep, there you go. Troy just put it out there. Cloverfield. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the night vision scene. Very creepy cat's face. Yeah, and Wreck. Very, very creepy. Yeah, Wreck, Cloverfield, good ones, Chad. I think I've seen that one, but I don't remember liking it. It's been a while. Yeah, but The Descent, Sinister, yeah. I like Sinister. I like the videotape stuff. Leprechaun in the Hood, Silent Hill. It's better than I thought it would be. I'll tell you that much. Monster House, it's animated horror. I'll throw it in there, sure. The Grudge. Yeah, a lot of J-horror. That's why we got a lot of J-horror adaptations. I'm not a big... Other than torture porn, like Japanese horror, I'm just not a big fan of. It's always more ghost shit. I'm not a ghost guy. So that's why. But yeah, for me, that's where a lot of that stuff was just... Yeah, kind of never really left an impact on me, chat. Like, the 2010s, we got a lot of great horror films, thankfully. I think the genre kind of, after that, people were just fucking done with the torture porn and the J-horror adaptations. We kind of went back to, like, the good stuff that we got in, like, the 80s and 90s, like a mixture of those, chat. And then also a lot of culturally relevant messages, too, this decade. I mean, Get Out is one of the best, not only one of the best horror films of the decade, one of the best films of the decade, in my opinion. That was a horror movie. That was my favorite movie of 2017, chat. So, yeah, 2010s were much, much better, in my opinion. Not a big fan of the 2000s heavy focus on torture porn and Japanese horror. Just not for me. It's just not for me, personally. Coraline, I'm in for animated horror movies, sure. I mean, that with Monster House. It's more children's, but I get you. Yeah. Yeah, chat. CGI deer. There was a lot of goofy stuff. Wrong Turn. You know what? I've actually never sat down and watched one of the Wrong Turn films. I've seen clips of them, but never sat down and watched them before. Yeah, but good question, though, Elliot. I mean, yeah, it's there was a couple. But yeah, I just felt that decade was not great for horror, in my opinion, in my personal opinion. A lot of remakes and yeah, a lot of torture porn films. Yeah. But this is Elliot's second and last question, chat. Here it is. He says, he's asking me, favorite podcast besides Double Toasted? Now, because of my schedule over these last, really couple of years, I'd say last 2 years in particular, I've been kind of just doing my own content creation and really had time to listen or watch other people's content. Now, I used to be, as you guys, some of you might know, a avid listener, viewer of Rooster Teeth, chat. And I fell off after recent years, not because I disliked their content or anything, just because I just got busy. But I used to listen to the Rooster Teeth podcast all the time, chat. Kind of, I mean, in a way, I mean, the Let's Plays and the Achievement Hunter are almost podcast, chat. You know, they all have their own conversations during these 50 to an hour long gameplay sessions. So I used to watch a lot of those. Game Grumps, you kind of want to kind of count them as well. But recently, no. I haven't really listened to any podcasts recently, with the exception, of course, of Double Toasted. I do tune in, obviously, to all the shows, chat, you know, as often as I could possibly get, you know, whether listening to them in the audio format or video format. But, yeah, I mean, I definitely used to watch and listen to a lot of Rooster Teeth content. Mm-hmm. While you work out, that's true. I typically listen to music while I work out, though. Usually, that's why I'm listening to my scores. That's what I'm typically doing. Yeah, what about the rest of you guys? Anything in particular that you would recommend that people listen or watch? Chat, any podcasts? Like, you know, I've made mine, but I don't really listen to them anymore just because of my schedule. It's hard. It's much harder, chat. When you're creating content, it's hard to listen to or watch other people's content. Yeah. Also, it says the Adventure Zone Pizza Party Podcast. My podcast comes. Oh, you're probably a little self-plug in there. Third release is Talk is Jericho. Here's I listen to a lot of Jim Cornette's wrestling podcast. Also, Harmontown. I have seen Dan Harmon's his his D&D animated series, which I really enjoy. That's pretty funny. At least what I watched at the time. Something Scary, Casfe. So I imagine that's like a horror podcast. I know there's a lot of like radio play-esque things out there. There's a really cool, I think Josh was telling me about it before. I think it was Josh. He was telling me about that Wolverine podcast series that takes place like a murder mystery in Alaska, which I'm like, ooh, that sounds interesting. It's like there's a lot of stuff like that. Also, like Harmon Quest, I know. Yeah, Harmon Quest, I know Spencer. He's oh, cool. Just really video game UT. I watch those. I mean, I watch those too. So I guess I watch more than listen to content. I also listen to Kind of Funny. I know I listen to Kind of Funny too. Not as often as I used to, but I still check out their content. I like their movie reviews. I really like their discussions on the films, like their review series where they did like all the Batman movies or Marvel movies or Star Wars films. That's always a lot of fun. Those are good. I like that because I like movies. I'm like, I want to hear their opinions on it. Always a good time. It's my podcast. Oh, what else you guys got? Hold on. Christopher Throbbins is a small podcast called Soft Boys Anonymous. That's a hell of a name. Oh. Thank you, Glee, for the 50 biddies. Good to see you. Blurs in the hood. Blurs. Oh, like black nerds. Gotcha. Eminem till I collapse. Perfect without track. Also, how did this get made in junk food? Oh, junk cinema. Yeah, Brian Salisbury's one. With Hosea, don't forget to watch Black Dynamite. I know I got it. So much things I got to watch. Casper Something Scary does a lot of horror stories. Oh, cool. Very good. Fat Man Beyond. Oh, Kevin Smith stuff. I'll tell you what, I'm not the biggest fan of Kevin Smith as a filmmaker, but he's a great podcaster. And I love his discussions. I know he used to do I guess he still does them now, right? Those talks. I wouldn't call them comedy shows, but he knows how to spin a yarn chain. He knows how to tell a story. Like he has a natural talent for that, and I also like his commentaries too, Chad. Like I've listened to his Batman commentaries before. Very, very good, Chad. Like the Burton Schumacher films, very entertaining. I'm not sure if he's done any of the other ones. Maybe he has, but and he's a great interviewer too. So very good choice. Yeah, Batman is a great suggestion. Great suggestion. Philip, I totally agree with Kevin Smith as a podcaster. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, by the way, thank you again, Glee. Everybody's looking forward to the Crumbs. Yes, night chat, and I gotta get going in a half hour too. Gotta head to Austin, so gonna move on from Elliot's questions again. Thank you, Elliot. That was his last question. So we got some great picks right there, chat. A wide variety, if you will. Very cool. Thank you. Beard. Thank you so much for the follow. You're my new Huckleberry. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing very well today. Currently answering questions from my lovely and very generous patrons on Patreon, having a good back and forth and discussion about News 19 nerds. Ooh, I like that. Kevin Smith loves coming up to Vancouver. One of his favorite toy stores is here in Langley. Cool. Show me the meaning by Wisecrest. A lot of good examples. Debo, tell Corey. Debo Jr. says, "What's up, punk?" I'll tell him. Hope you don't rob him, though. All right, Joe. So, again, thank you, Elliot, for those questions. Very good. Got some good answers from that. Now we have a question from Deadpool, who I believe is in the chat with us right now. Thank you again, Deadpool, for being a subscriber on Class in the Glass. Appreciate you. This is his first question. I think this is his only question, chat. He says, "Hey, Chris, question for tonight's Class in the Glass for your ass. Are there any classic or cult movies you would like to see rebooted, like Planet of the Apes, or maybe a sequel like Blade Runner 2049? That is a really good question. Man, there are so many. There's absolutely so many that you could possibly do. One that's currently being, that I've said for years, would be a fantastic film. That's already a good movie, but would make a fantastic reboot, chat, is People Under the Stairs. Wes Craven's People Under the Stairs. And I always said, who should be the one to be behind that, whether they direct it or produce it or write it? Jordan Peele. And lo and fucking behold, chat, Jordan Peele is, I believe, producing, is creatively involved in a reboot or a remake of People Under the Stairs, chat. Now, people might be unfamiliar with that. As a it basically follows this pretty much these two characters. Shout. The main character is this little black boy, and he gets involved in this fucking house where these crazy religious parents, chat, are abusing this girl, and people literally fucking live in the goddamn walls and underneath the stairs, chat. And it's him trying to get this girl out of this little white girl, chat. Is like, there's some crazy shit going on in here, and try to get this white girl out of the goddamn place so they can escape. And it has, like, these subtleties about gentrification, chat, and displacement, in certain neighborhoods and things. It's a really good movie. It's a great film, chat. It's very, very creepy, and I think that one is ripe for a reboot. And lo and behold, they are doing it. The girl from People Under Stairs married a British aristocrat later on. Oh, good for her. But it's a great film. So I'm sure Jordan Peele is going to run with just the basic concept and add so much more context to it, chat. So I'm all for it. The Necrophobe, Jordan Peele is bringing back some Twilight Zone, Candyman, now People on the Stairs. Yeah, you know what? I've not been the biggest fan of his Twilight Zone, personally. But Candyman I cannot wait for, and I cannot wait for People on the Stairs. That's going to be goddamn good. Where's Jose? When you're going to be back with your black family again and do movie review? Sunday. You mean Corey and Martin? Is that what you're saying? I'll be back with them on Sunday. I don't know if we're going to do any movie reviews. We'll see. Jack, random. Random, but I love these streams, man. Thank you. Got to go, though, to start my stream of Outer Worlds and the Blops. No, I understand, man. But have fun, 8-Bit Crumbs, and keep kicking ass, man. Much love, dude. Thank you, Nick Diaz, guys. Please do check out the Chad Tech, where he just told you right now he's going to be streaming the Outer Worlds. Great RPG. Played it myself. It's very, very fun. And that Blops chat, playing that Blops. So please go ahead and check out Nick Diaz's The Chat Attack. Not only does he play video games, also holds those discussion chat like this. Good back and forth. A good discussion in hand. I love that. I love that. Have a great day, sir. Have a great day. Give him a follow in the sub chat. But yeah, People on the Stairs is one. You know what? There's a lot of ease, I think, when it comes to adapting or readapting or doing reboots of horror films. I would love to see a reboot or kind of a spiritual successor to Nightmare on Elm Street. I've talked about this before. But if you kind of follow the canon chat, I have my own personal canon for Nightmare, where the first and third film, and New Nightmare is great, but it's more of a meta film. It's kind of what Scream before Scream was, chat, New Nightmare. But I consider that trilogy of Nightmare on Elm Street movies to be the Nancy trilogy, where it follows the character of Nancy. And where the first one's her dealing with Freddy Krueger. The third one is her basically an adult. She's working with these kids in an asylum, chat, trying to help them. They're all being tortured by Freddy. And she eventually dies. But if you were to do a sequel that only makes those films canon with Freddy Krueger, he comes back after years, after being supposedly defeated, that would be great. You can bring in Patricia Arquette, who is very much the Nancy character of that film, chat. Some of the original actors from Dream Warriors or from the original Nightmare who survived. I think you could do a lot with that, chat. You know, you can honor the Nancy character in those films as well. Kind of do what they did with Halloween 2018, chat, where you make some stuff canon and the other stuff is not. So a lot of horror stuff. The other People Under Stairs. A lot of Wes Craven stuff, matter of fact. Nightmare on Elm Street would be great. Bring back Robert Englund as Freddy. Maybe cut down some of the humor. Make him more like how he was in the first film. Because he's still deadly in the third one. He's a little more jokey. But maybe go on that and really have fun with the nightmare scenarios that you can have on screen. Like, get really weird with them. I think that would be great. Don't make them more like, gags and stuff like they were in the latter sequels. Like, let's get really dark and disturbing with that shit. I think that would be great. Chris, here's welcome to stream. The question that was asked, people that are tuning in right now, is from Deadpool. He's asking me, are there any classic or cult movies you would like to see rebooted, like Planet of the Apes, or maybe a sequel like Blade Runner 2049? And so I've talked about People Under the Stairs, which they are doing right now, Jordan Peele. And I said I would love to see a spiritual successor in the same vein for Nightmare on Elm Street, as in the same vein of Halloween 2018. That would be really cool. Personally, for me. Juicy, will you be streaming Miles Morales? Yes, Cliff DeCole Milgram, welcome to stream. I will be streaming that tomorrow. Tune in. 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time for Spider-Man Miles Morales, chat. And then I'll be doing Mandalorian afterwards. So if you want to watch Mandalorian with me, tune in after you finish watching Spider-Man. So there won't be a movie review or tune review tomorrow, chat. I'm going to get straight to the gameplay. Yes. But would anyone else like a specific film or classic or cult movie or horror film or whatever that you think is ripe for a reboot? Actually, chat, I recently just saw Crawl the other day. I did a review for that yesterday. And even though it's very derivative of things like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, I'm like, you know what? You could do a reboot of this, another adaptation of this, or, change it. Maybe make it for a television series or something like that and really expand the world and make it, because it's always kind of dark, but mixing those fantasy and sci-fi elements. Like Crawl, I think you can have a lot of fun with. It has some good ideas. I don't think everything was very well executed in that movie, but it's like, this is an interesting world. I like kind of the stuff they said, especially with the villains, the Slayers, and the Beast chat. It's very You and his giant fucking pimple stump. That would be interesting. Charles Angel deserves a second chance. It's gotten several chances, man. You had the original films in the 2000s. You had the TV series. You got this one. Oh, Garden Angel, welcome to stream. Good to see you. A sequel to Night of the Lepus would be pretty bad. See, I gotta see that. Here's you. I've always wanted a Kelly's Heroes remake. Oh yeah, with Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood and what's his name? God damn it. Oh shit, he's like one of my favorite stand-up comedians. Help me out here, chat. Oh, Don Rickles. Don Rickles, right? Kelly's Heroes. That would be interesting to see. I'd love that. That'd be really neat. Action Jackson reboot starring Martin. A Narnia reboot? You know what? You can, yeah. It's weird because I've only read the first Narnia book. I haven't read any of the other ones. And, well, not even the first one. I guess it's technically the sequel because I know there's a prequel book, the Wizard's Assistant or something. And I know that the first book is always popping. The rest are kind of like, eh. But yeah, I mean, that's a series that you figured would go on for longer, but just didn't. They just stopped making them. They just weren't really into them. Yeah, a Monsters reboot would be nice. There was something like that. I forget the creator, but he'd done a Monsters reboot, but I forgot what it was. It was like a one-off, though. Reboot Species, put in a new actress as the lead and be hot, sweaty alien sex, and birthing all them babies, probably. I can see that. How about a reboot of Scorpion King? Oh, it's so funny, man. We might be talking about that today on 8-Bit Crumbs. Looks like we're gonna be getting a because I know they've been doing VOD release of Scorpion King for years, chat, for the last 20 goddamn years. But it looks like The Rock's involved again, not as the Scorpion King. Looks like he might be producing a Scorpion King and having another actor take on the role. So that might happen. Reboot of Monster Squad. I could see that. I could see a reboot of Monster Squad, Purple Canary, yeah, because the first one, there's some stuff about that film that's really dated, that has not aged well, and I think a reboot of Monster Squad, that's a very good one, Purple Canary. I like that. Here's your Lord of the Rings craze was over by the time the third Narnia movie came out around. That, yeah. Death Wish reboot, no Bruce Willis this time. It's hard. A lot of these action films, like action reboots, like they never have the teeth that those original films did from the 80s and 70s and even 90s. They always make him PG-13. I guess you have some exceptions like John Wick, but that's its own original property. I'm always very nervous about action remakes and reboots because they just never seem to be as good as those original films. Never managed to capture the aesthetic of those 70s and 80s films in particular. Yeah. Wolfman's got nards. He got nards, chap. You hear somebody's going to buy Blue Point Games? Not surprised by that. They've done a lot of remasters for them. Remember the Point Break? I remember a lot of those reboots. They're really bad. But redo Constantine. That's a good one, Vanny. Yeah, do a proper adaptation of Constantine. I know that that movie has its fans. I think the only good part of the movie is the last 15 minutes when Peter Stormare appears, and it's a completely different. It's like, oh my god, the film just get good. He appears as the fucking devil. He's amazing in that movie, and the rest of the film is just blech, so goddamn boring. Remake the Scary Movie franchise. I'm shocked they haven't brought it back. I think a lot of those parody films are dead, though. I think that's been long buried. I don't think we're gonna see those for quite a while. Yeah. Time Cop. Time Cop, Purple Canary. If they were to make it like super violent, I could see a reboot for Time Cop. I'm not even joking. That would be really goddamn cool. I'd be all for that. So yeah, we got some good ones. And they're very good questions. I'm trying to think if there's anything else at the top of my head. Like something from the 70s or 80s or even 90s, I think you could do something really fun with. Because I always go to like a lot of genre films. I mean, I would love to see a Big Trouble, not a reboot of Big Trouble Little China, chat, but a Big Trouble Little China like sequel, but it's like a mini series, and it follows like an old Jack Burton who had a kid who is just as dumb and as inept as he is, and they go off on another adventure, and they bring back some of the original people from the movies, chat, like Dennis Dunn as Wang Chi, and you can have his kid in there. I think that would be fun. Treat Big Trouble Little China like the Ash vs. Evil Dead series, where it's very tongue-in-cheek. You know what it is. Here's to the original tenets of the films. That would be awesome, chat. I wouldn't make it a movie, though. I'd make it like a 6-episode mini-series, chat. And you could do like Big Trouble in Mother Russia, Big Trouble in Great Britain, all those kind of things. Explore different sides of the magic and mysticism. There's actually like a collection of comics that do all of that, chat, where Jack Burton goes all these different locations around the world with his friends. Big Trouble in Little Italy, exactly. Do that, Austin. That's what I'm all about. I think that would be so much fun. Yeah, and who would play Kurt Russell's son? His actual son, Wyatt Russell. Nailed it. Fucking do it, chat. Big Trouble. Call it just Big Trouble back. Exactly. Deadpool. You nailed it. You nailed it. Big Trouble with Jack Burton. That's the name of the show. That would be so much goddamn fun. I would love that, Jack. If I get my sequel series to Big Trouble in Little China. Hell yeah. Do that. And then you can do the Ash vs. Evil Dead crossover. It's like, what? They're in the same universe? Yes, they are, chat. And Bruce Campbell's Ash and Jack Burton team up, and they're both idiots, and they somehow succeed. Yes, that's what I want. Oh, my God. Just do it. I would love that. I would love that so much, chat. A lot of John Carpenter stuff you could see being like getting spiritual successors, chat, or good versions. I mean, I think you can do Escape from, New York sequel. You still can. I think you can also make it more of like a series, if you will. Escape from, Detroit, Escape from Chicago. I think you can do stuff like that. That'd be awesome. Master of the Universe reboot, Stranger Shoot. That would be a good one. You know what? There was this, He-Man series, Chad. Now, I'm not talking about the original one, but there was one from like 2001, 2002 that went on for like 2 seasons or something. And I remember watching it as a kid. I'm like, this is really interesting and good. I really like that show. If they wanted to do like a version of that, that would be awesome. Because I think what they'll do now is, Chad, they'll just make it Thor Ragnarok. It'll just be like Thor Ragnarok, Chad. It's like, we're just going to be a super derivative version of that film. And I think, you know what? You could do something really interesting with that. And I think if they use the, remember that show, Osnick? Yeah, the 2000-something series of He-Man, I guess it was called Master of the Universe, was really good. Yeah, it's called with the Eyes version. I don't know. I don't remember. But I just remember liking that show. That was pretty goddamn good. Elites, okay, Juicy, got to bounce later, chat. No problem, Elites. Have a great day. Have a great day. Yes, but there's there's a lot of good ideas there, chat. So, yeah, those couple off the top of my head. So, People on the Stairs, Nightmare on Elm Street, Spiritual Successor, Big Trouble in Little China Successor. There's so many good ones, man. I'm trying to think even like sci-fi properties. Because you brought up Deadpool, you brought up Planet of the Apes, which is great. Sequel like Blade Runner 2049. But there's like a sci-fi series that, kind of went dormant after a while. I'm trying to think of something. I think you could do Kroll. You could do Kroll. Yeah, Lockout, that's right. Yeah, and then he sued Luc Besson. He sued, like, Carpenter's estate, like, sued John Carpenter sued Luc Besson. He got money for it. Goddamn right. He deserved it. Stargate would be interesting, Austin. I'd see Stargate. Yeah. I'm not feeling Brave Star. It's great. It's good. It was supposed to be called Escape from the Earth. Luc Besson got sued for ripping off. Gotcha. Yeah. Highlander reboot I could definitely see. Highlander. Who wants to live forever? Hell yeah. Definitely do a Highlander reboot. That'd be going. Farscape. Oh, I love Farscape. That's such a great show. Farscape was so much fun. She had the puppets and everything, the Muppets. Oh, that was great. Good choices, Chad. Very good choices. Yeah. I love it. So many good ideas, Chad. It could be an entire goddamn discussion about. They're doing a Battlestar Galactica reboot, aren't they? Either movies or another TV series. I think that's happening, Purple Canary. Babylon 5. No, I've never seen Babylon 5, but I know that Battlestar is happening. I forget who's involved, but it's either going to be movies or another TV show. Not related to the originals. Not the original series, but the most recent series that we had. Tron. See, I'm not a Tron. I don't get Tron. I've never understood that property. The original movie and the sequel they did. I'm just like, I just don't get it. Black Hole could be fun. I can see Black Hole. Darksley, have a great night. Thank you for stopping by and seeing an hour. So that's true. So a lot of great. Gremlins continuation. I can see that, Troy. I think now's the time. Deadpool, I want to see a sequel series for Quantum Leap. I know you're a big Quantum Leap fan. Yeah, I can see that. See, I got to watch it. I got to do the pilot episodes this is coming Saturday, channel. You'll hear my opinions on Quantum Leap. But very good question, Deadpool. Very good question. Inspired a lot of conversations. And now, chat, we can move on to our next one. We have a couple from JT Asmussen. He has 3. I think he has more than 3. Let's see. Looks like he has 4. So we'll see if we can get through these, chat. I have about 10 minutes. I have 10 minutes, so maybe we'll go. We'll answer or finish the rest of JT's questions next Thursday. But let's see what we can get through right now. JT Osmussen, if you had any Star Wars vehicle, what would it be? Ooh, that's a hard one. Oh man, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. I mean, personal. I'm gonna get super nerdy here. I'm gonna get super nerdy. So there is a vehicle, chat, called the YT-2400, and it's basically an advanced version of the Millennium Falcon. It's been featured in ancillary materials like Star Wars Shadows of the Empire, piloted by Dash Rendar, but I always loved, it's called the Outrider, and it appears in the special editions briefly, chat, and flying out of Maz Eisley, but it's basically the Millennium Falcon, except its hyperdrive actually works. It's slightly smaller, chat, but it has kind of the same similar features. I've always loved that ship. I was like, if I would live in the Star Wars, like, I would do that. That'd be my ship of choice. It looks super fucking cool. It's slick looking. So, yeah, I would all be about the YT-24. What? The YT-2400. Some other choices I would love. The TIE Defender. I would always like to fly the TIE Defender, chat. That'd be really cool. That'd be neat. I'm trying to think what else. I mean, you got some classic ones, like, of course, who doesn't want to fly an X-Wing? Of course you do. But the YT-2400 has always been my personal. So what about you guys? So your Imperial Shuttle, I've always loved the ship ever since Return of the Jet. No, it's a good-looking ship. Very good-looking ship. The Republic, Republic dropship. Oh, is that the one that's kind of like, is that the one that we saw in Force Awakens? Is that what you're talking about? The one that kind of flies weird and shit? I know what you're talking about. That's the one. A-Wing. A-Wing's cool. First show, I got eyelash in my eye, chat. Excuse me. Yeah, first Return of the Jedi. He fucking did that suicide run into the Imperial Super Star Destroyer Executor. I mean, who doesn't want to fly a fucking Star Destroyer, chat? The thing is, that'd be like too much. It'd be too much with that thing. That's why I like the Outrider. Oh, it's from Attack of the Clones. The like drop ship. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes. That one. Yeah, the gunship. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. The one that got blown up. I know what you're talking about. But yeah, for me, chat, though, the YT-2400 is my choice. It's a better version of the Millennium Falcon. That's what I would go with. That would be, I want an ATS. I love the walkers. It'd be so much fun. Just make sure no one has any harpoons or tow cables. We all get fucked. Well, anyone else? Any other Star Wars ships you love to fly? Would be your personal vehicle of choice. Mine, again, like I said, Outrider. YT-2400, baby. That's what I'm doing. I want the Falcon as it appeared in Solo, where it was brand new and not fucked up. It was still in Lando's possession, and he took care of it. Well, Han didn't give a shit anymore. Yes. I want a damn Jedi starship. I know what you're talking about. Like is it the TIE version or like the original version of Attack of the Clones? They're talking about base gas for me. X-wing, nobody riding me. But no, that's a good one, man. The X-wing's great. The speeder bike. I'd be scared of the speeder bikes. I'd be scared to fly that fucking or drive that thing. Crashes. Mine's Quinjet. Sorry, young universe. No, Quinjet's cool. From Revenge. Gotcha, McHoward. I know what you're talking about. Yep. Yes. Also the deputy speed bike. Yeah, so some good choices here, chat. Very nice. Yeah, me, Outrider, YT-2400. Pods for racing. Now this is pod racing. It goes way too fast. I'll be scared. I'll be so scared. Very good choices, chat. Very good choices. Let's see if we can move on to... see if we can get all three of these questions, chat. All right. We just talked about this. At least some of this director's films. Which new director is the new John Carpenter of our age? I mean, no one's going to be John Carpenter, Chad. John Carpenter is an OG. He's an original. Can anyone emulate his style? Maybe. To certain people steal from him often. They absolutely do, Chad. We wouldn't have a lot of films without him nowadays. Like I said, there would be no Thor Ragnarok without Big Trouble in Little China, Chad. That movie would not fucking exist. I can tell you that right now. God. Someone who has his style. Debo Jr. Cameron, maybe back in the day he had Carpenter style, but I don't think he has it anymore. He used to, but nah. Maybe like with stuff like, the Terminator, which is very Carpenter-esque. There's no doubt about that. Like, James Cameron's he's changed dramatically as a filmmaker since the 80s, went into the 90s, chat. But like stuff like Aliens and Terminator and The Abyss, they were very Carpenter-esque. Very Carpenter-esque. Taika Waititi, he did steal from John Carpenter for Thor Ragnarok, or borrowed, he says. You can see that. Chris, me, goddammit. Also, bye, Chris. Oh, bye, Osnick. See you later, buddy. Is there anyone who seems to be going down a similar career path, though? Yeah, it's hard. I can't really pick anyone who's like him. He's really original, chat. There, you could see people borrow his style occasionally, but I wouldn't say that's their main style. Like Cameron borrowed his style, but it's not his main style anymore. Taika Waititi borrowed his style for Ragnarok, but it's not his main style. There really is anyone I could think of. I could think of people who do really fun things of genre films, who kind of go back and forth. David F. Sandberg is a guy I really admire as a filmmaker, where he did both, low-budget horror, but then he goes to big films like Shazam. There's also Mike Flanagan, but I wouldn't say he has a style similar to Carpenter. But I like the stuff he does, though. I like things like Dr. Sleep. I like stuff like he does of Hush, which is very, inspired by something like Halloween. There are people who take from him, but I wouldn't say anyone's just like him. Yeah, nobody. I think the answer is nobody. Ryan Coogler? Nah, I wouldn't say Coogler. Nah, he doesn't really have many elements of Carpenter. No. So yeah, he's an OG, chat. That's why his stuff just stands out to me. That's why I'm such a huge fan of his work. He had some big hits obviously during his career, but then some of his stuff was ahead of its time. Way ahead of its time. He was underappreciated. And now he's recognized as one of if not the greatest, one of the greatest horror filmmakers of all time, genre filmmakers of all time. Super influential. I think his name deserves to be just standing head and shoulders with someone like George Lucas and Steven Spielberg and James Cameron, chat. He created a lot of he popularized the slasher subgenre. You know, he created some of the greatest creature features of all time, some of the greatest sci-fi apocalyptic fiction of all time. So, yeah, he's incredible. I'm a huge fan, chat. I'm gonna be a blubbering mess the day he passes, chat. I'm gonna do a John Carpenter appreciation stream. We're gonna do a watch party, watching his original work, chat. Doing my top 3 films of his if the day he passes. Goddamn, The Thing, Big Trouble in Little China, and Escape from New York is. I'm gonna be a mess. Bay, don't bring that up. Don't David Ayer, Michael Bay, get out of here. Flanagan sticks to horror too much. I like when he sticks to horror. He's had great success with it. I'm repping the Shining right now. Doctor Sleep is, you know what? Very similar with John Carpenter, is that Doctor Sleep, much like Carpenter's films, like whether it be Big Trouble in Little China or The Thing, super underappreciated, and they were box office bombs when they came out. But now everyone's like, oh, they're amazing. The same thing with Doctor Sleep, chat. I love that movie. Love that movie. So good. And you had all these people that were like, no, we don't want it. It can't touch Kubrick's film. We don't want a sequel. And then when the movie comes out, it's not similar enough to Kubrick. What the fuck do you want? Either you want it not to be or you don't want it to be. Which one is it? And I loved what he did with that movie, chap. You're tearing up. I'm going to tear up. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm going to cry, chat. That one's good. I like Ghost of Mars bad, but I understand what he's coming from. That's a bad film. He's made some bad ones. Of course he's made some bad ones. There's always going to be a director out there who's made some bad movies, chat. He could be the greatest director in the world. He's made some bad films. Carpenter's the same. He's made some bad movies. There's films like, yep, that's that bad movie. But he's made some films I absolutely adore and go back to time and time again. Time and time again. You haven't seen it? See it, Purple Canary. It's great. It's so goddamn good. It's new and original, but it pays such respect to the original Shining film. Loved it. Loved the choices that Mike Flanagan made in that movie. Yeah, so good. Especially the uncut version. It's long as hell. So be prepared for that. But yeah, there's a lot of great stuff. And I love that. I forget that girl who played Abra. That actress who played Abra. What a find. I want to see her in more movies, chap. She was great. All right, chap. I do have to bid you adieu in like 4 minutes, but we're gonna go ahead and answer JT's third question. We'll come back to the rest of his questions next week, next Thursday, chap. But this is his other question. Chris, you're going Brittany fan of the movie Leave Doctor Sleep Alone. Leave it alone. It's great. Goddamn right I am. Will there be any, this is third question, chat, will there be any comic book content coming in the future? So I guess he's saying, like, for content from me, like reading or reviewing comic books. Right now, that's not in the cards. I can tell you that right off the bat, just because I'm focused on so much stuff. Movies, television, video games, TV shows now on Saturdays. And that takes so much prep time to do all. Like, it takes a significant amount of doing the recording, the commentary, chat, editing things. There's so much involved that I cannot do it. I would like to. Of course I would. I'd like to talk about comics, but it's not in the cards. And it's expensive. I mean, this is already expensive to maintain, chat, buying new games and things and buying movies or renting movies or streaming or paying for the streaming services. So comics is going to be one of those things that's going to be kind of a blind spot for me. I'll talk about the things I remember that I used to read, and I have my significant collection of comics and graphic novels. I have those, but in terms of like more recent comic reviews and things, maybe I could possibly do reviews, scene by scene breakdowns of comics, of certain graphic novels. Sure, maybe in the future, but not right now. I can tell you that right. Maybe someday. Maybe when this is, going steady. In terms of like it's how well I'm doing monetarily, then maybe I could look into other things to do to cover. It would be but it wouldn't be like every day or something like that. Maybe it'll be like once a week. But right now, that's not the focus. Right now, it's not the focus. But it's a good idea. It's a good idea. Very good idea. More juicy DLC. I can't only give you so much. You gotta be happy. You just gotta be having the main campaign right now. The main campaign, the multiplayer chat. But DLC might come in the future. But at the moment, I can't say yes. I can't say yes. Yeah. I don't got time to read. Fair enough. Yeah. It's true. I gotta listen. I gotta watch things. Yeah, but it's a good question though. No, it's a very good question. Something that it was on my mind, but I don't have the time to do it. Maybe someday, but nothing definitive, chat. But with that, I know JT submitted another question, chat. He only submitted one more question, but we'll get to his. Oh, no, he clarified his last. So that was his question, chat. So we got through all the questions. Yay! We got through all the questions, chat. Excellent. Very, very good. But now, guys, I must bid you adieu. I got to get it going up to Austin, chat.